Good morning, everybody. So what we're going to do is start with the rubber band. We're going to do neck exercises, but what I want you to do is to grab your rubber band. If you have got one of the ones that is a circle shape, then just use that. Otherwise, tie this one in a knot. So you can do it by just popping it around your thighs. And then just popping it so it's around the knees and over the thighs. And then just give it however tight you want it. It's completely up to you. So I'm just going to do it fairly tight. And then usually we do bows just so that the bands don't break. So try not to do it in a big old knot. Okay, so what we're going to do from here is you've got a couple of options of how you want to have your arms, so what's comfortable for you. So I've got a bit of a virus at the moment, not the virus, so I get a bit of vertigo at the moment, so I'm just going to stay upright. But for anybody else, if they don't want to stay upright, you can go down onto your elbows or you can lie flat on the floor. It's completely up to you. So I'm going to do it with my body upright. So what you're going to do is you're going to plant your feet hip distance apart to start with. You're just going to sit nice and tall. Try and think of opening your chest continuously. And then you're just going to let your leg just open out to the side. And you're going to just let the other leg do as little as possible. And it's just resisting the band. And then you're going to come back again. And then you do the same other side. So don't let the other half of the body move. And just keep this leg nice and straight. And then come back in. If it feels too easy, you just need to tighten the band ever so slightly. And then back. So just keep thinking the whole time, just lifting your chest. If you're lying on the floor, just make sure that you're continuously just keeping that top half of the body nice and still. Same if you're on your elbows. You don't want to twist the body as you do this. Other side. Still chest is nice and proud. And then going from here, you're going to just drop your legs onto the floor. And you're just going to keep your chest nice and proud. And you're going to lift your leg up and put it back down. Try and keep the leg nice and long if you can. So for me, I think my band's a bit too loose, but if any of you want to pause it and just tighten the band a bit more so you've got a little bit more of a resistance as you do this. Again, chest proud. You'll feel there's really quite a lot in the front of your thigh. It's one of those levers in the body that is quite weak. So this is just going to strengthen just at the front and that hip flexor as well. Just alternating the legs. And lift. You definitely have one leg that finds it much easier. My left leg seems to find it easier to lift than the other one. Let's go once more on each side. And then bring the legs back. So for this one, you're going to let your feet come together and you're going to drop the knees to the side. So you're pulling against the band and you're just going to do a couple of pulses. So we'll go to 10 if we can. We're going to push the knees as far down to this floor as we can. And again, sit really tall. So you're going to pulse on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then release. So for some people that's going to feel nice and easy. For some people that's going to feel very, very, very tight in the inside thighs. So we're going to try and do that 2 more times. So again, sit nice and tall. And then the aim is to go down 1. Oop. That also happens. So going down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And come back up. My band has come undone. There we go. I'm going to hold on to it this time. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then release. And then take the band off. So there's the legs done. And then just undo the bow that you made. so that it's underneath. So it's where you've got your hands. Supinate the elbows to the waist. We're going to work on the shoulders. So we've done this many, many times before. So you're just going to open the arms to the side, but your elbows don't move. Bring it back. Out to the side. Bring it back. Just keep thinking about holding it just with your thumbs. Try and avoid really quite sort of over gripping onto the band. Let's do 5 more. And 1 more. And then bring it so it's just in front of your knees this time. Nice long arms. Sit tall. And again, we're going to gently pull out. Again, holding just with those thumbs. Out. Return. Out. And out. Go again, 5. And 3. 2. Last one. And then relax. And we're going to lie down. So pop your band just to the side. Grab your ball, and then pop yourself down to lying. So I'm just going to go down nice and slowly. Sorry if I'm not speaking loudly, I've got a blocked ear also, so I've got it all going on. So just pop yourself down, and then just make sure that your head is in the centre, and then you're just going to make sure the arms are relaxed, and we're going to turn the head side to side. Just slowly tracing that line across the ceiling continuously. Let's do 2 more each way. And then 1 more. Back into centre and tuck your chin. So nod the chin, stretch out the back of the neck and relax. Tuck the chin, feel the stretch, relax. And 2 more. And then circles. So nice little ones to begin with, no bigger than the 10 pence. Just nice and slow. 5 each way. And then back the other way. And then back the other way again, but bigger, so as open as you want to go. So keep it small if you feel a bit tight in the neck, or you can go open and as large with these circles as you like. And back the other way. And then when you're done, you can either leave the ball there, or you can put your cushion back underneath. It's completely up to you. So we're going to bring the band back in. We're going to work on your arms, so making sure that you've got all your 6 points in the right place. So hips in the right place, feet hip distance apart, shoulders and back. And then you're going to bring both your arms up to the ceiling in line with your chest, and you're going to do shoulder drops. We're going to reach the arm and shoulder up to the ceiling, and we're going to then take the arm out as far as it goes, pulling the band, and then come back and drop the shoulder in place. On the side, reach the arm up to the ceiling, you then reach it out to the side, bring it back, drop it down, and then other side, reach up, open out, and back, drop the shoulder, arm and shoulder up, open out, bring it back, shoulder down, reach the shoulder up, open the shoulder and arm out, bring it back, shoulder down, and again 2 more on each arm, and out, back, drop down and up, open, bring it back and drop it down, and then take that and just pop it to one side, and then from there we're going to take this out. We're going to place the cushion under the head if it's not already there. This is going to go underneath your bottom, so you're going to place it in between your back and your bottom and make sure it's in the middle, feet hip distance apart back to where they were, arms relaxed, and we're going to do pelvic compass. So it's a good one just to open up any stiff hips. So you're just going to tilt forwards and back first. You're going to tip the hips towards you as much as you can, and then you're going to tip the hips away without moving your ribs, without moving your chest. You're not overarching your back. It's just enough that your lower back is feeling that there's like a movement in the muscle. So some of us, it's like a little pinch in the lower back. So just going forwards and backwards. Push your big toes onto the floor so your knees don't move, and the legs obviously. Just keep rocking forwards and backwards, really warm up that lower back. And then we're going to come back into the middle, and we're going to go side to side. So really focus on these ribs and especially the knees. And you're going to send one hip away, other hip goes up, and then center and level them up. And then think of that marble in the middle of your hips. You want it to roll down off your hip onto the floor, and then bring it back, and then do it again. Roll the marble down off the hip, back into the middle, and other side. Roll the marble down, bring it back. Just keep going side to side. And one more each way. And last one. And then let's do some circles. So making sure you feel nice and heavy on the ball. We're going to start by lifting, well, not lifting, tipping the hips to your tummy button. And then going around to the left. Take your time as you then go away through the thighs. Bring the hips around to the right or to the left. And then back to you again and around. And to the left and down. Away. And around and back. We're doing 2 more in this direction. Nice and slow still if you can. Around and around. Once more. If you put your hands on your tummy, it's a really good feedback into if you are arching your back. So if you're really pushing your tummy into your hands, you're over tipping the hips in the circle. So it's just a very subtle, your hands just rest there. They shouldn't be sort of moved up and down too much. So we're going to go back the other direction. So going around, think more about the hips moving and the pelvis, not pushing your tummy up in the air. Nice and slowly. So we've done 2 now. Keep pushing your big toes on the floor as well. It's 2 more. And 1 more. And then bring it back. And then from there, what we're going to do is do some leg circles. So rest the arms out to your side, or you can hold on to your ball. It's up to you which one you want to do. You're going to bring your leg up, big toe on the leg that's not moving, staying nice and still. And then you're going to keep your legs super, super straight. And we're just going to do nice orange size circles. So not large. With the legs straight, usually everybody sort of goes a bit too open and crazy with the straight leg. So just nice and small circles. You'll feel it hopefully in your glutes, stretching that out. Obviously the backs of the hamstring and the calf. 5 each way of these. Nice and still on the ball as well. So no wobbling around if you can help it. And I'm going to go back the other direction. Keep reaching the back of that knee, especially nice and long. Good. Keep correcting the other leg as well, making sure it's not just gently flopping out to the side. Keep it in control. And then let's switch. So rearrange your feet to hip distance again. And pick up the knee and then straighten the leg. Lower it if you need to get it straight. And again, let's circle. So 5 each way. So this leg is significantly tighter. Always the way. And 5 of these each way. So keep remembering it's the top of your whole leg. That thigh and hip connection is where you're moving the leg from. And then we're going to go back the other direction. And then bring the leg back. And then bring the feet back to hip distance again. And then what we're going to do is do some knee circles, but double knee circles. So bring both your knees up. And then you're going to open the knees. And you're going to bring both your knees towards the head. And you're going to go outwards first. You're going to circle the thighs out to the side. Around, bringing them closer together. The knees are just going to brush. And then back towards you. Slowness again is key with this. So out to the side. Around in a circle, knees brush past, to you again, out to the side, around, brush past, back, and one more this way, out, back, and we're going to go the other way, so we're going to kick someone away from us, out, around, the knees to you, push your feet away, keep your knees bent, around and back, push your feet away, open out, bring them back, once more, push your feet away, open out, bring your knees back, and then bring the feet down, so a nice sort of warm sensation around the hips and the thighs from that one. Bring the feet back. Look what we're doing next. Super. Okay, so we're going to do, we'll leave the ball underneath. I was going to use the band, but I'd rather use the ball and protect your lower back. So we're going to do toe taps. So we're going to tap our heels on the floor, and we're going to do it with straight legs as well. So we're going to bring the knees both up, and then we're going to flex those feet if we can, so toes to the ceiling, and we're going to gently let one leg gently go away to the floor. Doesn't matter if you can't tap your heel, but it is just a very slight touch of the floor, and you're straight back up again. So other side, flex the heel, tummy's on, tap your heel. And again, open the thigh, keep the knee bent, heel, tap. And again, open, heel, tap, and open, tap, and open, tap, and again, open, tap, last one, open, tap, and then pop your feet back on the floor. What we're going to do next is we're going to do the same thing with straight legs. So don't worry about tapping your heel on the floor. If you've got straight legs, some of us can do it. Some of us almost get like a feeling of a click about tapping. So if you feel like your hip's going to click, you've gone too far. So you need to just bring it back before that's happened. So you're going to bring your legs up. And we're going to straighten the legs. So same thing, but you can imagine the ball makes it a little harder. So take it slow. You're going to slowly let your leg descend. For me, my hip's about to click, so I'm going to bring it back up again. So know when to stop. Again, down. If you want to, you can flex your foot. Bring it back. Another side, flex your foot. Bring it back. You may find you get a little further each time after you've done these a few. Excuse me. And lower. Getting lower each time, so potentially the same for you guys. And lower. And up. And lower. Reach those legs long if you can. Try not to do these with bent knees. Let's go 2 more on each leg. Let's go once more on each side. And last one. And then bring your feet back down and take your ball out. So that's going to come out. It's going to now go in between the knees. Feet are going to come together. We're going to do just some normal hip rolls, then we're going to add in a side leg movement. So we're going to take our arms into a low T position. Palms are going to face the ceiling. So we're going to roll our hips over to one side, and we're going to keep our chest and shoulders completely still. Only so far that you can still keep that rib cage feeling like it can stay stuck to the floor in the opposite direction. Tummy muscles pull back into center for you, over to your side. So rolling over, feet stay together. Keep your shoulders relaxed, rib cages pulling down. Back into center. Other side, open up. Rib cage. Back into the middle. Other side open. Back into the middle. We'll go once more and then we'll add in the leg. So going over. Squeeze together. And back. And then adding in the legs. What we're going to do is we're going to roll over, keeping everything still. We're going to straighten the leg that is currently facing, well, the nearest one to the ceiling. That straight leg's going to come back and it's going to go up to the ceiling, and then we're going to place the feet back together. And you go to the other side, so you roll over, your feet stay together. You then straighten the leg that's nearest to the ceiling. Come back again, keeping it straight into the center point, and then feet go back together. Over to the other side, so you roll over, rib cage is nice and still. You straighten the leg. The ball is there just to help you make sure that you've got that awareness that your knees must keep that pinching together sensation. And back to the other side, over you go. Keep holding onto your ball. And then you're going to straighten your leg. Bring your straight leg into the middle again. Feet back together. Over to the side. And then straighten your leg. And back into the middle. Feet together. Over to the side. Straighten your leg. And into the center. Bring your feet together. And again over to the side. And straighten your leg. Back into the middle. And then bring your feet together. Then keep the ball in between the knees. Just rearrange it if it's slipped down. And we're going to do some spine curls. So we're going to make sure our feet are hip distance apart. And then our hips are nice and level. Shoulders are relaxed. And we're going to do a couple of things. We're going to just start with some arms. And then we're going to do a leg movement. So what we're going to start with is just making sure that the glutes are fired up. So we're just going to squeeze the bottom to start pulling the bottom off the mat. Pushing the knees forwards and lifting just to a comfy height. Keep your big toes stuck to the floor. And then we're going to gently unfold back. And then rest. And again, lifting up. Pushing the knees forwards. Once you're there, you're going to come down nice and slowly. So really unfold every little section of your spine down. Unfolding the hips. Back to the start. So let's include the arms. So we're going to lift up. Keep your big toes down. Arms up. And back. And we're going to circle to the side with the arms. Wherever they pass on the body, you want to make sure it's at the same speed. So the hands and the body are back down together. Same again. Up. Push your knees forwards. Arms up. And back. Keep them still. Elbows just slightly soft, so that when you go around, you're not feeling that your elbows are locking in place. And we're doing two more. Arm and legs up. And then arms up. And back. Open out to the side. Slowly come back. Once more. Up. Push the knees forwards. Arms up. And back. Circle out. Nice and slow. And then resting back down. The ball's going to just move out of the way. And then we're going to recheck the feet at the hip distance and making sure your big toes are correct. And we're going to do some heel lifts. So we're going to come up and we're going to do singles and then doubles. So we're going to lift the left heel, place the left back, lift the right heel, gently put back. We're going to do both the heels up, both the heels down, roll the body down. So as you lift the heels, don't be tempted to move the hips up or down. Again, just going to stay completely still. Same again, lift up the body, push up the knees, pushing them forwards. Once you're here, lift your left heel, back, down. Lift your right heel, put it down. Let's lift both the heels up, put them down, roll the spine to the floor. Same again. Recheck your feet if you feel like they've gone squiffy. And again, lifting up. Knees forwards, hips up. Lift your left heel. Push it down. And your right. Push it down. Roll to the floor. Same again. Lifting up. Push your knees forwards. Lift your left. Lift your right. Lift both up. Roll back down. Sorry, I think I messed up the last set. And then again, we'll do one more set, lift up. So the inside of your thigh should hopefully be working with those heel lifts. So lift the left, put it back, lift the right, and then lift both. And roll back down. And then give your legs a nice squeeze towards your chest. Stretch them out. And then gently roll onto your side. Come and sit. So from here, we're just going to grab the band. So we're just going to take the band above our head. So sitting nice and tall, relax the shoulders, the arms are always just slightly in front of the face and body. So you're going to take a nice deep breath in. As you breathe out, you're going to reach over to the side, your bottom's going to stay still, and you're going to pull the arm that's nearest the floor down. Bring it back up and stack into centre. Reach up and over to the side, and then you're going to pull down with the arm that's nearest to the floor. Back, stack into centre, up and over, and pull the arm down and up. Bring it back to the other side. Pull it down, lift it up into the centre, and again over. Pull it down, bring it back into the centre and reach over. Pull it down, bring the arm up into the centre and again over. And arm, lift up into the centre and again over. Arm down. Bring it up into the centre and then bring the arms down. Relax the shoulders. That's a nice shoulder on, but you should have felt hopefully down the side of the rib cage with that one. And then popping your hands on your head. Relax the shoulders, sit tall as you can. We're going to waist twist. So we're going to twist the shoulders, yes. Head, ribs, chest. Keep your legs still. Into the centre. Other side twist. And into the centre. And again twist. And into the centre. And again twist. And into the centre. Let's go one more each side. Twist. Into the centre. Last one, twist. and into the center. And then bring the arms in front, link your fingers together. You're going to push your fingers to me, and I'm going to, well, you are going to push your ribs and back towards the wall behind you. And then out you come. We're going to take your hands behind you this time. Link the fingers together. You're going to push your chest up and push your fingertips down. And then release. And then from there, you're going to come and stand up. And then we're going to just do a nice roll down finish. So just bring your feet hip distance. Soften your knees. And then let your head so heavy. And roll down. And then slowly roll back up. Push your hips down. Drive your hips forwards. Roll your shoulders when you get to the top. And you're done. Thank you very much. See you next week.